Welcome to the Fight Week show's predictions for UFC Vegas 87, Rozenstruik versus Gaziev. Now, it's time for the hosts to make their picks. Please hit like, and as always, enjoy the show.
What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Then we are back with another episode of UFC Vegas 87. We're picking our prediction shows right here, and the people right here to help me do that are Jordan and Jordan. How you doing, guys? How you doing, people? Jordan, we'll start with you first. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Fucking buzzing to be on. You know what I mean? Card's a bit flat, but we look ahead to UFC 299 next week, and I can't wait to get stuck into that one. So let's get this one done and dusted and out the road, and let's get into the good shit.
Covered. Hey, Jordan, how you doing, my bro? I'm over here shameless. I know your eyes twitching. You don't understand why this Ortega eye is back out. But, bro, we'll have time to break it all down. How you doing, my bro?
Doing good, man. Yeah, the card looks on paper pretty flat, but not a single women's fight in sort of on the card. So should be a fair good amount of finishes for us to enjoy. And yeah, I think I've got an underdog or two for you this week. Hard to find though.
It's very hard to find this week, but I've got 2 or 3 for you this week.
2 or 3. Is that how we're moving now? No,
mate,
you are talking about
so
7.
You're looking at it.
5 underdogs, none of that, no.
Nah, not this week, mate. Jesus Christ, it was tough to pick 2 or 3. Never mind, fucking 5, 6, or 7.
Yeah, it was lonely for Jordan at the top over the last few weeks, but he's got a partner up there. He's got a partner at the top. Will is up there with him this week round.
What did you say, Ola? What did you say? I can't hear you down there, bro. Can't hear you down there.
Well, you got a partner up there right now, man. You know what I mean? Will's up there with you this week. He's still joint top, but he's at the top. And Jordan in second place, and I am languishing in bottom place because of some fuckeries. Yeah, last week, some people's been itching to call me out. You know what? Before we even get into this pick, because this pick anyway is fucking dog shit, man. You know what I mean? So you have the floor to roast, man. If you, man, feel like it, you know what I mean? And I know you feel like it, so get it out of the way, man. Get it out of the way. But I'm back over here. My boy Ortega is in the bus with me. He's riding shotgun for whoever got something to say. Let's go. People, the floor is yours.
George, the floor is yours, mate. The floor is yours. Have at him.
I don't know. It's just that for how long have we been given Will shit about his sort of a terrible etiquette when it comes to making picks against friends of the show and stuff like that. Ola every single week talks about this bus, and every week he throws a different fighter under it. But I never thought Brian would get that treatment. He's bought the man's hat. He's spoke about how it's his favourite fighter at times. He goes
all
back
the
and
time.
Last week he spoke about Brian Ortega like he was Tony Ferguson. If anybody's old enough to have seen Old Yeller, Ola was taking the dog out back with a shotgun. He was putting the cartridges in.
Put that motherfucker down.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Ortega barks once, and here's Ola buying him a new collar, a new dog bowl. Insane behaviour here. You should not be allowed that hat. Someone should come find you in that imaginary room that you've got behind you and snatch that hat straight off your head. I don't know how you're getting away with this.
Unbelievable. I mean, the boss didn't really kill him. The boss just rolled his ankle, man. We helped him back up.
He's taking the man to the hospital. That's what he's doing.
But just because you're a bad driver doesn't mean the intention wasn't there.
Shit.
Bruce Buffer before Bruce Buffer was announcing, you know what I mean? Was announcing my man's name. He felt the little pressure of that bus, you know what I mean? He rolled his ankle, but he pulled through. Jordan, I mean, what do you have to say about my behavior, man? I mean, I know it's unbelievable sometimes, but it is what it is.
Shameless, mate. Absolutely shameless. I'm going to start calling you Frank from now on, like, I swear to God. That's how that one's gonna go.
bro.
But Will, anyway, let's get back to slating Will for a quick second. The lucky motherfucker that he is. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro.
I'm sailing at the top, cruising, looking down at everybody, going, "Whew, that's a mighty gap, 5, 6 points."
That was partly my fault because
Right.
Will was going to choose Yair Rodriguez. He actually said it.
And you changed his mind.
And he changed his mind because I went the other way. That's the only reason he fucking changed his mind. You know what I mean? Because I went the other way. Shout out to Will, by the way. He's on daddy duties right now, and he's going to be joining us next week for the prediction show. So, but big up to Will, man. He said only reason, cause I know he don't fuck with Ortega like that, and he always does it. Peeks away from him just to fucking piss man off. But the one time I picked Ortega like 60 times. I don't know if he's had 60 fucking fight careers, but I don't give a fuck. The imaginary fucking 59 other times, hey people, I've been picking this brother, but this last week I was like, nah, man, nah, we can't do this, man. You know what I mean? But he proved himself, man. He proved himself. Now we're back. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're back, people. And we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
You're not back. You can't just say you're back and be back.
He's right.
That's not how abandoned fighters go.
Let's see how many points you get this week.
You go feel the full pressure of that bus too. You get me? So
Ola stabbed the guy in the back and then showed up at the hospital and brought him flowers. Like, what happened to you, man? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
And big up to everybody that's watching live. Everybody that's hey, Leroy, you cockroach. Yeah, but Ortega took my words personally. Yeah, and that's why he got the win. And you know, I should take some credit for that win. You know, it should just be the hat. I should have a t-shirt. I should have a fucking whole Mexico flag. I should have everything, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe the next fight, but we'll put something like that together. Maybe for the next fight. You know,
he gonna put the same Mexican flag over his shoulders.
Bro,
he used to clean his bus tires last week.
What you might want from me, man? What you might want from me, man? You know
like I said, mate, always bus tickets have still got that Big Mac and fries on the back for $1.99.
Yeah, he just doesn't tell the customers about it because he's shady. He keeps them for himself.
Yeah. That's how the game goes sometimes, man. That's how the game goes sometimes. You know what I mean? Big up everybody that's in the chat right now. Salute to all of you, everybody that's watching live, everybody that's watching on playback as well. Big love. Thank you for the continued support. You lot are the best, and we're gonna get right into this week's pick, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see who ends up under my boss. There's no real. All right, there's a couple people that I fuck with here, man, that might end up under my boss. I'm looking. We'll see.
I like how you don't look at like who's a good pick. It's who might end up under the bus this week.
Bruh, it might just give them the motivation they need to get off under the bus. You know what I mean?
You don't need motivation.
They could be riding shotgun next week. Who knows?
You need points, not motivation.
That's the reason why my boss has been so disrespectful lately. That's the reason why my boss has been so disrespectful lately. You know what I mean? Because them points tallying, boy, my points tally is bad. It's bad. And on my fucking accumulation, that shit looked good until it didn't. But it did look good. It looked good. It looked good for a good while. And then Prado. Oh, Prado cost me, but it cost me, man. Prado, but he gave a good fight. That's one fight that I wanted to pick up from last week. And talking about last week's card, I'm gonna come to you first, Jordan. Like, what did you make of the card in itself? You know, being a whole Mexico card, there's a couple of upsets in there. You know, that we saw, especially with Roy Vala and Brandon Moreno. But on the whole, what did you make of the card?
I thought it was a decent card. You know what I mean? Like it came through, but there was a lot of grappling in it that I wasn't really expecting too much of, to be honest with you. Wasn't any super finishes. You know what I mean? Like, I think the biggest knockdowns of the night was that man in the crowd that started swinging at everybody. And he had an absolute fallout, didn't he? You know what I mean? But And I love Dana's response going, nobody stopped that fight. There was no security. They literally let that shit go until it was finished.
Yep. And that's the thing. That's the thing with Dana, because like he came out saying, yeah, no security. Everybody just sat down and let that fight just wait till it got to his natural end. But sometimes, I mean, if they're into showbiz, this is the kind of crazy shit you need.
Yeah.
Those would be good for build up for pre. But at the same time, when you look at a situation like that, who would want to bring their girl, their kids
It's Mexico
because,
City,
because
bro.
sometimes you think it's
yeah. I was
because
gonna
sometimes
go.
you think it's secured.
Fucking this guy, like every event you go to. So he said in it, oh, there's never been a fight before. Like yeah, maybe there's never been a fight like that where it went on to that extent. But there's a fight at every single fucking show. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you always get some drunk arsehole that just wants to. I don't get it. Like, you're there to watch them, not participate in them. You dickhead. Sit down and just enjoy the fucking fight that you're there. That you've paid 300 and odd quid. Yeah, I mean, there's always one, but at least the security that will stop it.
Exactly. That was my main point to that in terms of to have a brawl like that and just wait till it ends. But if you had a kid or your girl with you in that sort of situation, at least even if you know there's always somebody that's gonna want to try something or something breaks out, there's still extra peace of mind or backup in your mind that at least there's security here that's gonna stop.
They could have given them the Sean Strickland treatment and just been like, step to the side a minute, step to the side a minute,
yeah.
Boom.
That's sort of my thing, is like, it always seems to be in that sort of influencer area of the crowd, doesn't it? Like, it's always floor seats. It doesn't tend to be like, up in the stands. That's the people that are actually there to watch the fights.
For real.
They can't really afford the ringside $2,000, $10,000 tickets, but it's always those fucking idiots that end up punching lumps at each other, which I'm all for it. Mexico, that's the best one I've seen so far.
Yeah, man, that was a good one. I mean, I still like the way Strickland politely asked his little niece to move out of the way. So, yo, come out of the way, man. Let me get that fucking boy over there, that Dricos boy over there, man. You know what I mean? And the next thing you know, we was on live watch along, and we were saying it like, no, there's no way these two are gonna fuck up the fucking bag, man. Like, no, there's no way UFC can put these two together and they're gonna do that. And the next thing you know, boom. They just got to it. It's crazy, but we're here for it though. We're here for it, and that's why we're talking about it right now, man. Let's get on with this card. The first on the screen is going to be coming up right now. We got Loic Radzhabov versus Abdul Karim Al Swadi. Radzhabov 17-5, Karim 15-3. I mean, Radzhabov coming in from Tajikistan and the other brother Karim from Palestine. What are the numbers on this one that you got for us, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Al Zawadi is the favourite at 10-17 with Radzhabov at 7-5. And can I just say, I'm not sure whether it's McDane's fault or Leroy's, but that is the whitest Palestinian I've ever seen in my life. Or Tajikistan.
I don't know what's going on with that. Like, when I looked at it there, I was like, why is that so?
UFC have had them standing next to the sun or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna judge the Palestinians right now, man. Times are hard for them people right now, man.
It doesn't look like that when I go onto the desktop.
Man. Yeah, man.
So I don't know. It's like StreamYard's lighting it up. I don't know what's going on there.
You know, my boy. Remember the name Belal. He's fighting for the freedom of the Palestinians right now, man. So I'm not really judging the shade right now. So big up to them.
For the welterweight title, though, is he?
Big up to them. Big up to them. Maybe I will pick a Palestinian tonight, actually. You know what I mean? But McDane, let's come to you first. Where are you going on this one?
I'm going to Radzhabov, taking my first underdog. Everyone was like, oh, wasn't expecting that, was you? Wasn't expecting that, boys, was you? That's the fucking first one that I'm going to go for.
I mean, I'm looking at his this brother can actually, he looks like a good underdog. I like him.
Yeah,
Despite all the
Follow
all
the
the
man at the top
nice,
to get some points. I see you, game. I
despite
see
all
you,
the
game.
nice conversation that I just had about the Palestines and freeing the Palestines. My boss is about to go over this Palestine over here. Oh yes, that's right. I'm a go with Loic Radzhabov as well. I think he's a good underdog. Um, you know, his last loss was against Mateusz Rebecki, who's a really really good fighter.
Yeah.
And on top of that, coming against a decision win against Ribovic, who was undefeated at the time as well. So I think when you look at what the sort of fighters that he's fought, I think he's got a good chance against Karim Al-Zawadi. So and it's in lightweight division as well. Anything them brothers, they both got
It's
power.
also Al-Sawadi's debut too. You know what I mean? So it's like, right.
It's almost like a debut killer, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
And when you look at, not to sway Jordan on this, but when you look at Al-Sawadi's stats as well, he's got 17% striking accuracy, and Radzhabov's got some decent takedown accuracy in there as well. So I think he's probably going to get this one done.
Yeah, there's a very good chance. But Jordan, what about you? How you thinking?
Yeah, I'm sort of along the same lines as you guys. Al-Zawadi is an unproven entity at best. He's seems to be a decent striker, not exceptional. Radzhabov fought in the PFL a few years back and he's sort of a middle of the road type of guy. He'll probably never challenge for a title, but think of guys like Nick Hein and stuff like that used to be in the UFC, where they'd go win 3, lose 1, win 3, lose 1. Probably going to be a boring decision wrestling, but I'm going for the underdog here as well for my first one.
Okay. So let's get on to the next one. The next one on the docket, we got Ludovic Klein versus AJ Cunningham. Ludovic Klein is coming in with a record of 20-4, 1 no contest, and we've got AJ Cunningham coming in with a record of 11-3. Ludovic Klein, Slovakian Republic, AJ Cunningham representing and carrying the United States flag, and both identical age as well at 29. What do you have for us, please, Jordan?
Yeah, heavy favourite in Klein here at 1-10, with Cunningham at 6-1.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this underdog is crazy, man. I'm gonna go first on this one. Actually, you know what? They said last week you always go first on the easy one. How about we stick with Jordan?
And it is a fact. It is a fact that
I'm listening to the people. I have listened to the people. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, that always goes first on the easy one.
Ola.
Yeah, man. Let's go with you, Jordan. What are you saying?
Oh, this is a tough one. That's fairly straightforward. Klein here, yet again, another guy that's Mr. Consistent in the UFC. He's always there or thereabouts, but never quite contending for anything. I think the more interesting part about this fight is whether it is the Slovak Republic or Slovakia that Klein's from. I don't know if anybody's into geography talk here. Is the Slovak Republic a thing? No one knows.
Don't look at me, bro. I'm shite with geography.
For me,
terrible. No culture here.
Yeah, I can't look past Ludovic Klein here, man. I mean, it's somebody that's been around for so long in the UFC as well. I mean, it's hard to look past Ludovic Klein at this point, it's one of the only reasons. I just think the experience of him being in and around the UFC for so long, the caliber of fighters that that he's seen, the sort of wins that he's had, again, beating people like Bahamondes, Devonta Smith, had a draw with Jai Herbert, who was on Jai Herbert definitely needed that fucking some kind of result in that fight. You know what I mean? It ended up being a draw, but for Jai Herbert, I thought that was a better result for him than Ludovic Klein. So I'm gonna go with Ludovic Klein on this one, and I think he's gonna be looking for that win against AJ Cunningham. But McDane, what about you, bro?
I'm right there with you boys. You know what I mean? I'm going for Klein too. Like you say, he's always consistent. For the last 4 wins coming by decision. You got AJ coming in, I think, short notice as well, kind of in this one. He had somebody else before. I can't remember. He's definitely been swapped out recently. And it's his debut too. I just don't see him getting it done.
Okay. Let's get on to the next one on the docket. We got
I would love to, but give me a sec because this isn't loading up.
Yeah, no worries, no worries, no worries.
Welcome to the world.
I know, mate.
We got CLD versus Claudio Ribeiro, Christian Leroy Duncan. You know, sometimes when you got them free barrel, they got them free barrel names, man. You know what I mean? It's almost like the KDBs, the KBDs, the DDPs. You know, they got all them kind of triple barrel names, man. And when you got one of those, and you in the spotlight like this, it feels like you've made it. You know, it feels like you've made it, man. And yeah, CLD is not a bad. It's not a bad triple barrel name for this brother here against a Claudio Ribeiro. CLD is coming in with a 9-1 record, and Ribeiro is coming in with a 11-4 record. Christian Leroy Duncan, we know what he's capable of, and I need the odds from Jordan on this one.
I know, mate.
No worries. Christian Leroy Duncan's a heavy favourite at 1-3, with Claudio Ribeiro at 12-5.
All right. Let's go to you, McDane. What's your thinking on this fight? How do you think he's gonna go? And who you?
He's never gonna pick first, is he?
No, never gonna pick first.
That's
there we go. It's loaded. I don't know why this is taking so long. The computer's normally rapid. I'm going with CLD on this one. You know what I mean? All day. I can't see Claudio Ribeiro getting it done against him at all. He's got some heavy striking. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Christian Leroy Duncan looks like he's going to get like really top 15, top 10 within the UFC. He was amazing in Cage Warriors, but I don't know if he's going to give him 5 more years or something. Let's see how far he goes and see where he gets. But he's just not looked like that world beater. Like he looks phenomenal in Cage Warriors. He just doesn't look like a world beater in the UFC. But again, consistency, he's got the power. He can get it done. So I'm going with CLD on this one.
100%. Big up, Luca. Salute to you, Luca. I'll see you. Salute to you. Thank you for joining us tonight, brother. Hope you're doing well. For me, I look at Ribeiro reminds me of some of these NFL fighters that just pull up in the UFC and think they can do something. You know what I mean? That's kind of even Dominic Reyes is probably one of the best ones that I would say stepped into the UFC and really went far with it. You know what I mean? But Ribeiro just reminds me of one of those guys that just want to come in there, thinks he's got hands and can really, you know, put it down. But some of the losses that he's had he's had one against like you know, Abdulrazak Al Hassan, and the other one against Roman Kopylov, which are good fighters. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, for a big brother like him, you think no, being a Brazilian Brazilian fighter as well, and knowing all the sort of all these major parts of you know, MMA that you're supposed to know. I just don't think he really got it. And when we're looking at you know, Christian Leroy Duncan, he's been on fire. He had a hiccup very, very recently against the Petrosian. We know what Armen Petrosian is like. You're not going to get no easy win like that. And if you're not on your game, you're not beating Armen Petrosian. It's as simple as that. But he bounced back and you know, and gets a KO win against Dennis Sutherland. So for that reason, I've always been high on CLD anyways, and I think he's a terrific fighter. And the odds definitely backs that up. So I'm definitely going to be going with CLD on this one. What about you, Jordan?
Yeah, so this is one of those weird fights where I think CLD is probably the more technically skilled fighter, but there is always a chance that Ribeiro gets a knockout. I'd already made 2 of my picks for underdog picks, and I was trying to decide. It was definitely going to be one of the UK fighters. And
Okay.
yeah, I'm taking my second underdog pick, CLD, to get knocked out in the first round, or I'm in for a long night.
Fucking hell. CLD to get knocked out. God damn. Jesus. Okay. It's a shame we don't do a fight of the night and performance of the night no more, man. That would have been very, very interesting to see if we landed in the bonus bracket. But let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to the next one. People, if you haven't hit the like on the show, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Please, please, please share this content. We want as many people as possible watching us each and every week. We're only here because of you, man. You know what I mean? And thank you for everybody that's always supporting, everybody that's always showing love, everybody that's always here with us. Big up to all of you, man. Let's get on to that next pick. We got Javid Bashra versus Ayman Zahabi. Now, this is a very, very tough one for me. This one is probably one of the more difficult ones, and you probably see me pick my second underdog on this one. But Javid Bashra comes in with a record of 14-0. Zahabi comes in with a record of 10-2. Zahabi coming out, fighting out the TriStar Gym. We know what the TriStar Gym is all about. The Zahabis, they run that show over there. Big up to them, man. And they know what the fuck they're talking about. And he's coming off a three fight win streak as well. Bashra coming in with nice full streak. He had a draw in his last fight, minus 900 on his on his odds right here, and he had an accidental. Ooh. All right, so that's how he got a draw against Victor Henry, accidental groin kick to Henry. But what are the odds on this one for us, please, Jordan, if you have it?
Yeah, Basharat's heavy favourite at 1-8 was Zahabi at 11-2, so just over 5-1.
That's incredible. That's incredible, man. That's you know what, Zahabi probably will end up on my fucking parlay because I think I can pull. I think I can pull it off. I'm gonna go with Zahabi next. For my second underdog, I think there is something there, especially submission wise. That I think if he gets the chance to pull it off, he really could do that. He's a very, very clever fighter. I like his fight IQ. I'm surprised that they're not giving him any kind of credit here. You know what I mean? He's got wins over people like Ricky Tosios, who are rated very, very highly. He dropped off the card last week against Rosas Jr. Um, and he also got a win over Ariki Leng. And I think, somebody like Ariki Leng as well, he just doesn't go away. And Zahabi hung in there with him, you know what I mean? So for those reasons, I'm good. I'm definitely going to be picking him as an underdog. He's a big underdog, but he's one that I believe if he gets the chance to get the job done, he will wrap it up. So I'm going to go with Zahabi here. Let's go with Jordan. Jordan, what are you saying on this bout? How do you see it?
Yeah, gonna be sticking with the Basharat hype train. I don't think it's impossible that Zahabi wins this one. It's just it doesn't seem to be all in a lot of the time when it comes to fighting. He seems to come and go from the sport at times, and that's never what you want to see from a 36-year-old. He seems to be finding a bit of consistency now, but Basharat's living and breathing this stuff 24/7, 14-0. So yeah, I don't feel like this is the time to hop off the hype train quite yet.
Yeah, I know. Bashra has been your boy from day dot. You know what I mean? You always ride with the Bashra brothers. Them. What about you, McDane? How you feeling? How you feeling about this bout? Because I think it's closer than the odds suggests, but I could be way wrong here. But what are you thinking?
I'm with you as well there, mate. I'm going with Zahabi as another underdog for myself. You've been checking my notes on my phone. You've been hacking this shit or something. I'm
No,
going
man,
through this and I'm like, this man.
I just love MMA just as you do, brother.
Yeah,
you know what I
mate.
mean? That's all it is.
Obviously, Basharat's like first 3 fight. Don't get me wrong, Basharat brothers are like the Smash Bros at the moment. They're actually just constantly winning every fight that they go into. Ayman Sahabi, like if he puts it all together on the night, he can get the job done. But I know where George's coming from. Like he doesn't. Sometimes it's like he doesn't put it all in there. But his most recent bouts, I mean, he's won 3 in the bounce now. He's on a 3 fight winning streak. 2 of them coming by finish. And like I say, Basharat, consistent, but his first 3 fights in the UFC have all been decisions. So I'm hoping Ayman Zahabi puts it all together on the night and gets the finish whilst he's in there.
Oh, this is gonna make my fucking parlay look so sumptuous by the time I put it together this weekend, man. You know what I mean? I pray Zahabi pulls it off, because if he does, the cash out goes mad because of the odds that he came in with. You know what I mean? So the only reason cash outs don't always go exponentially high is if you pick a lot of favorites and those favorites are winning, then cash out are generally rubbish. But if one of your mad underdog goes and pulls it off, you see that cash out just fucking rise up, because they don't want to pay out for the other favorites that's probably on your parlay. So
I might have also had a little insider conversation with somebody around Ayman Zahabi too. I'm not going to say who, but you know where.
All right, we're going to talk about that off here, bro. We're going to talk about that off here. Let's leave that to off here. But big up to everybody that's watching. Salute to all of you. We're going to look at the next card on the docket right now. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you're hitting the like button, please. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, people. And Luca is a mod. Yeah, let's go, Luca. Big up yourself, Luca. Salute. Yeah, man. Man said he's a madman, but gotta mod him up so it can be a madman. Okay, are we ready for the next card on the docket?
Yeah, right. Rock and roll.
Yep.
All right, let's go. We got Vinicius Oliveira versus Bernardo Sopaj. Anyway, Bernardo. I'll go leave out Bernardo. I don't know if it's
That's the island Abba used to go to.
Yeah, I tried, man. You know what I mean? I like Vinicius Oliveira. That's a wicked name. He's coming in with a record of 19-3. Bernardo's coming in with a record of 11-2, and both identical. No, they're not identical. The height 175 to 168, 179 to 168 on the reach as well. The nations ain't even identical. One from Brazil, the other one from Sweden. These ones are from different parts of the world.
I've got Jordan, what do you George going for the Swedish?
What do you go for us, Jordan? What do you go for us?
4-5 favourite for Oliveira with even money for Sopaj. So this is the closest fight in the card.
Sopaj is as wide as he is long.
Can Sopaj be an underdog if one is favorite coming in at even money?
Yeah.
Is that how we're gonna look at it? Okay.
Yeah. Right. Even if it's even, I mean, you're gonna make less money if you went for. You're gonna make more money betting on Sopaj and getting the win than you would.
Yeah. So Evils is kind of like an underdog, really. Yeah, I like that. All right, okay. Let me go first on this one, since it's a difficult one, and it's not no easy one for Ola to pick first. You know what I mean? I've been waiting for this one, the one that I can't pronounce his name. They're from different parts of the world. I don't even know any of this brother like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, but when I'm looking at what they got, what they bring to the table, Oliveira obviously coming in as a favorite for a reason. It looks like he's got hands, but with Sopaj, with Sopaj, he's going to be my third underdog, because I need another underdog. And coming in at even money is suggesting to me that he could pull it off. Coming in at even money is suggesting to me he's dangerous. or near enough as dangerous as Vinicius Oliveira, who, well, is a younger guy, but that doesn't necessarily mean nothing in MMA. Yeah, you could be young and hungry, but at the same time, old and experienced can always get the job done over young and hungry as well. So, having said all of that, I'm going to go with Bernardo Sopaj, and I'm going to pick him as my third underdog going into this one. Let's go to McDane next. What are you thinking, bro? Where are you
I'm
picking?
going with Vinicius Oliveira. Well, an interesting fact that you might not have known about Bernardo Sopaj is he actually had a title fight booked. I think it was like the week after this fight or something. So then he's obviously been called up to the UFC, and he's like obviously packed that in now for whatever title fight. But I can't remember what promotion it was that he was going for. But yeah, I'm going with. I don't know enough about these two fighters. You know what I mean? Obviously, Vinicius Oliveira is coming into his debut as well. He got his left hook victory in his Contender Series fight. I just think I'm leaning this way. Not going to take the underdog on this one because I don't know too much about them. So I'm going to stick with Vinicius Oliveira to get it done.
Okay, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm with Oliveira. I think the Brazilian's got all sort of physical advantages on his side, a bit more experience. I think, yeah, he's probably going to get the finish.
Okay. There you have it, people. There you have it. This one here, the next one on the docket. We have Eric Anders versus Jamie Pickett. Eric Anders is coming in with a record of 15-8, and we have Jamie Pickett coming in with a record of 13-10. Identical age, 36 for Anders, 35 for Jamie Pickett. Both repping United States, and Jamie Pickett seems like the guy with more reach and more height. What are the odds on this one for us, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Eric Anders, who's apparently now white, is 1-5 favourite with 19-5 for Pickett.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. In the words, in the words of Nate Diaz, I'm not surprised. Let's go to no. Actually, let's stick with you, Jordan. How you seeing this fight? What are you thinking? Where's your mind at?
Yeah, not going to keep everyone too long in this one. Anders is probably going to get the finish here. I mean, it could go either way, but I think Pickett's just on a terrible losing streak. It isn't he's susceptible to getting finished, and Anders at his best is a top 15 middleweight, whereas Pickett is not. So, yeah. Eric Anders.
100%. Look, I echo everything that you said there. You know, Piquet is on a four fight losing streak, and looking at the people he's lost to here, Josh Fremd, Bo Nickel. I mean, who puts Piquet in there with Bo Nickel, man? Like, why you do? It felt like
sometimes you got to give somebody a layup fight, bro.
You know what I mean? It felt like a sacrificial lamb.
Always got to give him a layup fight.
Lost to Tulalan, lost to Kyle Dakau. I mean, it's crazy. This brother ain't seen a win in over 2 years, bro. He ain't seen a win in over 2 years, and I don't think he's gonna get with Eric Anders. Eric Anders, like you said, when he's live, when he's performing, and he got heavy hands, like he throws with bad intentions. And for somebody that's susceptible to getting knocked out, like you said, or even getting submitted, I mean, Cow putting a dash choke on Jamie Pickett, like, bro, yeah, he don't look good. I don't even know who's advising him to take this fight. He needs to change managers, that's for sure, because whoever's helping him.
There's going to be about 8 people cut after this card. I guarantee it. That's what the UFC. They're having to clear out this card.
It's a wild one, man. It's a wild one. But I'm definitely going to be going with Eric Anders on this one. I just think Eric Anders, we've seen him so many times in fights that he got no business being in or even trying to win, and he just stays in it. And I think he's gonna get the job done for this one. What about you, McDane?
Full house all round, mate. Yeah, I mean, Eric Anders has definitely got much more of a chance of getting Jamie Pickett out of here than Jamie Pickett does taking out Eric Anders. Even Eric Anders just lost some of his recent fights. You know what I mean, against like Barrio, Joe Pyfer, just looking at it just now, Andre Petrosky, Andre Muniz. Yeah, I mean, like he's come up against some wicked competition that Jamie Pickett just hasn't come across, and unfortunately, he's lost those fights. Some of them by decision. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't all finishes. And he's definitely got the power in his hands to get it done himself. He's got a good few 9 KO victories himself, or he could even get the decision, but I can see him finishing him. So Eric Anders, full house.
Okay. Let's get on to the next one. We got Matt Schnell versus Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg coming in with a record of 11-1. Matt Schnell coming in with a record of 16-7. And both got identical heights, 173 on both sides, and the reach is more in favor of Matt Schnell. Jordan, you got the odds on this one for us?
Yep. Erceg is 1-4 favourite with Schnell at 3-1 now.
Schnell at 3-1. Jesus.
Roy, if you're watching, bro, sort your slides out, mate.
It's not. It's really not the 3-1. I don't even think he can get it done at 3-1. And Matt Schnell.
I see George smiling. We've got an underdog pick coming up. So
fucking try to rope me into that nonsense,
mate. I considered it too. But we'll get into it. Let's go.
Look, I'm gonna get this right out of the way, but I'm going with Steve Erceg on this one, bro. I just think he's got too much.
Roy Dick Rider.
He's got too much. He's too good. I mean, beating the likes of Alessandro Costa, David Dvorak, you know, these are good names in the UFC. And Matt Schnell, I don't think Matt Schnell gets involved in boring fights, but I think he's like I don't want to say one trick pony, you know what I mean? But I do like Steve Erceg, and I think, you know, getting the sort of wins that he's got under his belt definitely serves him in good stead to go and get a win against somebody like Matt Schnell. So I will be going with Steve Erceg on this one. Jordan?
Yeah, I'm with Matt Schnell for my third underdog.
Fucking knew it. I could see him. Yep. I could see the lips curling at the side there when you mentioned that a minute ago. Like,
yeah, tell us why.
Tell us why. Come on, I want to hear it. I want to see if you got the same thought process.
Matt Schnell's been fighting high level competition and beating some of them for like, how long now? 5, 6, 7 years. Steve Erceg is, as far as I can tell, came from no real sort of pedigree. He beat Costa, sure, but I don't know. I feel like as far as proving themselves, Schnell's like leagues above. He is top 15. So we'll see how it plays out. Schnell does put himself in danger, but sorry, my dog is once again having a bad dream.
No, it's all right. My dog does that shit all the time. It's
just
ridiculous.
Kick him.
Yeah, he's like scraping on the floor.
It's when they when sleeping's the funny
my dog literally runs in a fucking sleep, bro. Like she's sleeping. All her 4 legs are fucking going. He's mad.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
Unfortunately, he likes to sleep right next to my microphone. But yeah, Steve Erceg, as far as I can tell, hasn't really proven himself yet. So gonna give Schnell the chance.
Okay. McDane? What about you?
I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna pick Matt Schnell as my underdog, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to stick with Erceg. I want to keep Leroy happy. I can't be asked taking any grief in WhatsApp in the chat from him. You know what I mean? I'm going to stick. with the Aussie on this one.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And at the same time, mate, Matt Schnell could get it done. Like you say, he's come up against more competition. He's got more experience. Takedowns are solid. He's got submission threats. You know what I mean? He's got 4 triangles under his belt. He could get it done. This was one of those ones that had me swaying, but I'm going to stick with Steve Erceg on this one.
Okay,
Big Steve.
You
I
heard it.
thought fucking Leroy identified as like a Rwandan Canadian these days, but there you go.
Did you see apparently you can't be a Palestinian in Canada anymore?
Nah.
Yeah.
If you try to apply for a passport in Canada now and you were from Palestine and you try to put Palestinian on your passport, you have to choose no country of origin. They took Palestine off the list of countries.
To be honest, that sounds dope as fuck. I already want that.
Yeah, no country of origin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad. That's mad. Big up
That is
AFC
wild, though.
always. Salute to you,
Hands
AFC
out,
always,
style.
man. Salute to you, my bro. Thank you for joining us tonight. Make sure you're hitting that like button for us, brother. Let's get on to the next card on the docket. We got 3 fights after this one. We got Umar Nurmagomedov versus Beksat Almakan. Beksat Almakan is coming in with a record of 17-1. That's a tidy record, almost identical to Umar Nurmagomedov. He's age 26,
Mate.
height at 170 centimeters and reach also 170 centimeters. And we got Nurmagomedov with a height of 172 centimeters and a reach of 175 centimeters. One's coming from Russia. We know Nurmagomedov's typically when you hear the name Nurmagomedov, you don't even have to think twice. You should even know what village it comes out from. You know what I mean? Forget the country. You should know what fucking village that brother has just trotted out of.
Name at least 3 uncles. Yeah. Well, by the way, just to update everybody on the slide, I know it said that Makan is 17-1 there. He's now 14-1, and it's still dropping. Tapology have looked into record. It's another fake record out of Kazakhstan. 3 of his fights just don't exist, and they're still looking into more of them. So it could be anything between like 1-1 and 14-1, as far as we can tell at the minute.
Incredible, man.
Yeah, I hate these. I have a lifelong vengeance against these fighters. There's been 2 of them so far, both from Ukraine, I think. One of them's Pateria, who fought just a couple of weeks ago. Another guy got knocked out in the first round. But yeah, it looks like we've got another case of record fraud, which is becoming more and more extensive throughout that sort of area in Europe.
It's actually nuts when you look at his opponents too. Like they're coming out saying that he's beaten people that were 15-1, 14-1, 13-1, 12-1, 11-1, 10-1, right? And then it goes to 9-1, 8-1, like all the way down to 6-4, 3, and then 1-0-0. It's like a bot has literally filled this shit in, like, and just gone up numerical order of who he's beat. Like,
that's crazy, man.
It's wild. Like this is a sacrificial lamb getting given to Umar Nurmagomedov as a little gift, a present to kickstart his Ramadan. You know what I mean? He's going, here you go. Have fun with this shit. See you in 30 days.
And they're probably going to get 50K fucking bonus, man. If he puts this shit together fast enough.
Wow.
But let's stick with you, McDane. We kind of know where you're looking to go, but let's get it officially on the board.
Umar Nurmagomedov all fucking day. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I mean it's a no-brainer. What about you, Jordan?
Yeah, Umar.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a full house, people. I mean, we know what Umar is chasing. Beat up my boy around the Barcelos, put some whooping on him. Basically finished him. Not many people get to finish Barcelos like that. Beat Nate Manes with the on the 14-1 record. Beat Brian Boom Boom Kelleher. Like he's just dispatching these guys, man. And I don't see Beksat really coming in to try and displace Umar Nurmagomedov. So I'm definitely going to be going with Umar Nurmagomedov on this one. And yeah, that's a wrap for Full House on that one. This one is this next one though is a bit tougher. It's a bit tougher to pick than what it looks like. So I'm very, very interested to see the picks of my colleagues on this one. I will be going first, so I don't get swayed by where they go. But I'll be interested to see who they're picking up on this one. This next one, Alex Perez versus Mohamed Mokaev. Muhammad Mokaev coming in with a record of 10-0. And Alex Perez coming in with a record of 24-7. Perez is the older guy at 31, and Mokaev coming in with the age of 23. Incidentally, Mokaev is a taller guy. Crazy. But both, what? Hold on. Perez repping
You
United
swayed
States.
yourself.
Surely Mokaev ain't repping United States, man. Leroy, man. What are you doing to us tonight, bro? What are you
Yeah,
doing
what's
to
all
us?
that about United States?
You know
That's
what I
some
mean? Come on,
sloppy.
man. Look,
He's got
Mokaev.
fucking
Mokaev
the
will
guy
either
called
rep
Mohammed
Russia or
Mokaev
the
looking like
United
Carol
Kingdom, bro.
Pilkington. You know, fucking
But big up to you,
Bullshit.
Leroy. But big up to you, man. I know you put in extensive work on these slides, man. So big up to you, man.
Wait,
Sort
bro,
it
pull
out.
the
Sort
finger
it
out,
out,
bro.
brother. Sort it
Pull
out.
the finger, bro.
Sort it out, man.
Jesus
You know what I mean?
Christ.
My boss is staring at you right in the face, brother. You know what I mean? We don't want to be warming up the bus for you, man. You know, you better riding in the passenger spot where you are right now, bro. You
I
know
kind of
what
want to remove that just because of how embarrassing it is.
you turn a God-fearing Muslim into a light bulb with a beard.
This one is a little bit tougher to pick, in my opinion, and despite what the odds are saying on this one,
Come on, all, bro. You weren't like actually serious when you said I'm not getting swayed by these men, and you're considering Alex
no,
Perez.
I'm not. Perez is look. Perez has been my boy. I love Perez.
Everyone's been your boy, bro.
Perez has been my boy since Bet365 this morning.
Shit.
I know I like Perez a lot. Nobody's really giving him a chance in this fight. I'm gonna give him a chance, and I'm gonna pick Perez on this one. I think people are overlooking what this guy is really capable of. I've seen him up there, with the likes of the Brandon Morenos, the the Figueredo. It's fought all the top of the top. What's the brother's name that's deaf? Oh, the flyweight brother that's I forgot his name. It's another one that a very very good competition that he's been in with. He's been in there with Pantoja, who's the current champion. Been in there for Figueredo, Formiga, Espinosa. These are names on his resume that he's been in there with, and he's at championship level fights, and that's the only reason that I'm picking Perez, and I think he's right up there with the very best of the flyweights. Not to say that Mokaev isn't, because Mokaev is on the way up, but this guy has been there, done it with the very best, and I'm going to be picking him based on that. I just think that experience is going to serve him well in this fight, and this could be Mokaev's first loss. I'm aware that he's coming in undefeated, but I think Perez could really be the guy that puts the first loss on his record. Let's go to Jordan. What are you looking at?
Yeah, don't totally disagree with you. Alex Perez is once again another one of these guys that are like top 10, top 8 constantly. So if Mokaev's going to win here, it has to be the real deal. And I think he is. I do believe he is the next world champion in that division. So I think he sort of proved himself. He controls this fight. He dominates the fight. I don't think he gets the finish, but I think he bullies Perez.
Okay. What about you, Magdalene?
Muhammad Mokaev all day. Yeah, I mean, like, and I get what you're saying about Perez. Yeah, he was in there against Pantoja. He was in there against Figueiredo. Got choked out by both of them in the first round. He's had about 12 cancelled fights in the last 3 years. I actually, when I was going through it, I was like, mate, it's actually all the top dogs of what you would look at in that division, in the flyweight division right now, that would make him look like he's up there with the championship boys, but he's lost to two of the people that were champs. and he's also had cancelled bouts against all the rest of them too. I don't see him getting it done. Mohammed Makayev is young, he's hungry. The amount of fights that this man's had, I'm pretty sure that Mohammed Makayev, when I looked on Tapology, I'm just going to go and double check it before I spout it out, was on like 34 win streak. Yeah, winning streak, 34 winning streak. Have you seen the amount of fights he had as an amateur? And that kind of explains how he's progressing the way that he is. Like, that's a wild stat, 34 fight winning streak when you go right through all of his amateur fights and everything else too. I know it says 10-0 and 0 there, but they obviously don't count your amateur fights, and he has an absolute stack of them. You know what I mean? So yeah,
he's one of the notable guys out of the IMMAF World Championships. A lot of good fighters coming out of there, but Makayev is probably the best one. So many golds through it. But he's all amateur here.
100%. Let's go on the next fight on the docket here.
Hold up.
Oh yeah, look what the cat dragged in.
Who's this?
Listen.
Yeah.
I was trying to get in the show from a long time ago. Yeah, been trying to get on from a long time ago, and my daughter was gonna hold the phone as I drove, so I done this thing with you because I was listening to Ola going about what's his name, Ortega.
I know that's why you pulled up. I know that's why you fucked this stuff over. You know what I mean? If that wasn't on the fucking conversation tonight, man, you weren't gonna be turning up tonight, bro. You know what I mean? I had that conversation with you. There was no talk of you might just turn up later. But here you are, about to shit your mouth off. Yeah. So you're gonna wait. Hold on. You're gonna wait till we finish the show. We're nearly done with the picks. Yeah, let's just get done with the end of the picks. No, let's get done with the end of the picks.
I'm here,
and then you can have the floor and do your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gave them man the floor to do their thing. You can.
I'm just saying, well, you better go and get that hat.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the next one on the docket, bro. The next one on the docket, we have Vitor Petrino versus Tyson Pedro. Vitor Petrino is coming in with a record of 10-0, and Tyson Pedro coming in with a record of 10-4. Pedro coming in with the age at 32, Petrino at 26. Pedro with more height at 191, and Vitor Petrino at 188 centimeters. More reach for Tyson Pedro as well. Pedro coming out of Australia, fighting out of Australia, and Petrino fighting out of Brazil. What are the odds on this one, please? Jordan, what do you got for us?
Yeah, 3-10 favorite for Petrino with 5-2 for Tyson Pedro.
Okay, let's go to McDane. Let's go to McDane on this one. How are you looking at this fight? Where is your mind at? Where's your head at?
Well, I know I said I was backing the Aussies before to keep Leroy happy so I didn't get any shit. But fuck you, Leroy. I'm taking Vitor Petrino on this one. Tyson Pedro, he can crack. Yeah, I mean, he's been in some great fights. I think he's obviously came up against some more competition than what Vitor Petrino has in the UFC so far. But Petrino, like, he caught Modi B with that left hook, and it was like obviously devastating for us fans of Modi B. You know what I mean? It was a shame to see. It was a good little back and forth between them up until that point. But I think that he can get it done over Tyson Pedro.
Okay. What about you, Jordan?
Yeah. Tyson Pedro's a weird one. He's so inconsistent. He has all the tools to sort of be one of Australia's best fighters, but he just doesn't seem to be able to find it and put it together. So I'm going with Petrino to get the knockout.
Okay. Look, I like Tyson Pedro a lot, and it's one of those guys that I think it's been kind of a little bit unlucky in some of his fights. Even the one against Modestas Bukauskas. Shout out to Big Muddy. I'm gonna be talking to him tomorrow. Got an interview set up with him tomorrow. But even against the one against Big Muddy, I still thought he put in a good fight there. He hung in there till the end, and that fight could have gone either way between both of them. And Modesta Bukauskas was very, very frank about it. Even though he was very, very happy about the win, but he was very, very frank about it. And to then come in and win the way he won in his last fight. to finish. That brother came in talking a lot of smack. That Anton brother, I think he was talking about somebody's wife and shit. And the man said, "Hey, bro, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna be doing that today." Came in there and fucking finished him. And Tyson Pedro's little celebration at the end with the samurai thing. Very, very impressed with that, man. I love that little samurai celebration. But my boss is about to get disrespectful right here. Having said all
Of
of
course
that,
it is.
I'm gonna go with Vitor Petrino on this one, man. I need the win, Tyson Pedro. I need to climb up the table, man. This is for table purposes. Table purposes. But I'm gonna be going with Vitor Petrino on this one. Let's go. William, did you prepare a pick? Did you have anybody in mind?
Petrino already, but like I've already done my picks. I've already
Yeah,
done my picks.
yeah, you can
Yeah,
talk
Yeah.
about it. You can talk about it. You're
yeah.
here. You might as well talk about it, bro.
Petrino for everything that McDane said. More McDane to you two, because you just gave Tyson Pedro some props and just shitted on him. I'm not going that route. Nah. I'm not going that route. I'm going McDane's route with watched him in his last fight, the left hook. We're going with the left hook, baby. So yeah.
Okay. Let's get on to the main event of the evening. We got Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Shamil Gaziev. Shamil Gaziev coming in with a record of 12-0, straight finishing, and we got Jairzinho Rozenstruik coming in with a record of 13-5 on this one. Both identical age, 35 and 34 for each contestant, but the reach and the height, the reach is identical. The height is a little bit different there with Gaziev coming in with 193 centimeters and Rozenstruik coming in with a 188 centimeters. Jordan, what do you have for us on this one, please, brother?
Yeah, Gaziev is 10-17 favourite, 75 for Rozenstruik.
Okay. I'm gonna let Jordan go first on this one. Let's stick with you on this one, Jordan. What are you thinking on this? What are you leaning
Yeah, I
to?
think it's it feels fairly straightforward to me despite the odds. Like Gaziev is someone who's a half decent wrestler, half decent heavyweight. Rozenstruik feels like someone who caught a couple of fading legends on the way up at the right time. Managed to get those wins and he's now sort of living off them. I don't know how many of these fucking stupid fight night cards he's headlined, but he needs to stop. He's really not that great. He'll catch a couple of guys here and there because he's got punching power, but overall his athleticism, his takedown defense, and his overall will to win just isn't there. I think straightforward win for Gaziev.
Okay. What about you, William?
You're muted, Will.
Sorry, I got one thing to say before I even go on. Rozenstruik, yeah. He's a popular fighter here, but he's only popular for the wrong fucking reasons. If any, like us proper MMA fans know him very, very well, but there are those that don't know him, that know him from getting knocked out from Ngannou. The Ngannou fight, because that COVID time, there was only those fights were on TV. Do you get what I'm saying? So that was like one that sticks out in a lot of people's memories when it comes to Rozenstruik. And ever since then, he's been, I don't know, like win some, lose some. I think he only had one loss or two losses before he fought Ngannou. So he hasn't really fared that great afterwards. And then if you're fighting someone like Gaziev, it's a tough one. If you get what I'm saying, like I'm leaning towards him losing this fight. If you ask me, I'm leaning towards him losing this fight. So I'm going with Gaziev, just for the foul fact that Gaziev is better in every field than he is. And yes, Rozenstruik has beat certain people who are better than him, but he got lucky. I don't think, and then he got lucky against, who was it again? One of the
Is
Ollers
it
guys that he threw
JDS
under the
maybe?
bus. No,
Chris Dakau beat Augusto Sakai.
yeah. Was it JDS he beat? Who dominated him for 5 rounds and
Yeah.
he beat him in the last second? JDS.
Oh, over him. Over him.
Over
Over
him.
him, man.
Yeah, over him. Yeah, that fight as well also sticks in mind when I think about him a lot. So I never really give Rozenstruik a chance. I've never really wanted to pick him. I probably picked him once out of like maybe 5 fights. And I'm gonna stick to my regime of not picking him again. I only pick him in a fight I know for a fact he has to win, like, or he can win. Anything else, nah, going against him. I don't care even if he wins. I'll still stand on business. I don't do bus driving and shit like that. I can't kill people by the bus. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Fuck.
Like Ortega and shit. You know what I mean? I can't have a favorite and then like I can't do that shit. I'm not. My name's not Nigerian. You know what I'm saying?
You finished. Why you blowing your load early, man?
That was the
finished,
most.
is that
That was the most in
I
depth.
just blew his load early. Now you ain't even got nothing to say for when the fucking pick's done, man. You know?
So
You blew your load early, man. Anyways, moving along, McDane. What are you saying on this one, bro?
Not even moving along, mate. I'm sticking right there, right now. Just quickly, that was the most in-depth, detailed analysis Will has ever fucking given on this show. That was the most professional delivered piece that he has ever fucking given, ever. And then he drops off the Nigerian comment at the end.
If this is what we know Will is capable of, this is the way we want every fucking week, man.
Brother. Yeah, I mean,
We
you're
want
up
this
there at
to
the top with the
every
big boys.
fucking week, bro.
You better start delivering these breakdowns like
Nah,
that.
but listen, right. All I can say is, yeah, I stood on business with some of the rules changes and all that, and I'm on top right now, and Ola's down bottom.
Whoa.
Wait. Ola's down bottom. Not even like
shoulder
normally,
to shoulder.
yeah. Normally Jordan wipes the fucking floors and that, yeah, down the bottom. This time Ola's wiping the floors, like, and we're loving it as well. Jordan, we're fucking Jordan. Today you're my best friend. Yeah,
I mean,
this time I'm not onto you.
Are we talking like we didn't have to restart the show the first time because you were like 52 points behind or something?
I'm just here for Ortega, okay? I'm here for Ortega. I've already done my picks. I'm
Unlike
here for
Ola.
Ortega.
No, you already done your Ortega talk, man. There's no more Ortega talk around here.
There is. You said after the show. You said
Yeah,
after
you
the
did.
show.
You gave the man his platform.
No. I ain't finished blowing my load
We don't
yet.
want to hear nothing more that you got to say about Ortega.
I got a second round of me.
That's dead in the water. No. I'm joking. You love
Someone give Will the big screen.
You love your time.
I'm here for Ortega.
For me, I'm gonna fuck a Rozenstruik, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Mate, you never even give me a chance to tell you mine.
No, Rozenstruik. I look at his losses, and a lot of the time,
bus driver.
When you see him, you know, go in there with somebody like Volkov, Curtis Blades, who are rate a lot. Everybody knows. Like, I don't think there's many heavyweights that can beat Curtis Blades. You only got to go and look at who he's lost to, and that'll tell you the whole story. And obviously, his last loss is another one that's just looking unstoppable against Jelton Almeida, and I don't think that's enough to count against him, against somebody like Shamil Gaziev that just coming off the back of a contender series. This guy's been in there with some of the very, very best. Yes, it took a lot of fucking finishes and a lot of losses, but I think on the whole, look, Gaziev is good, and it very well. This is a heavyweight division; it could very well come in and get the job done. But I just think Jairzinho Rozenstruik definitely needs this win. I'm gonna pick him. I'm gonna stick with Jairzinho Rozenstruik, and I think when you look at it, like I said, I just look at the competition he's been in there with, and is way superior to people like Shamil Gaziev, and I think that might help him get the win, and I know he definitely needs the win. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with Rozenstruik, because Shamil can afford to take a one on his record, but I don't know if Rozenstruik can carry on taking the L's that he's been taking, especially to somebody like Shamil that's literally just popping his head into the heavyweight division. Yeah, he knocked out Martin, Martin Bodey, but that's Martin Bodey. You know what I mean? Rozenstruik, I think would do the same sort of job. So I'm gonna go with Rozenstruik on this one. I'm praying to the fight gods that he pulls it off. So Rozenstruik is definitely gonna be my pick on this one.
You better pray to Ortega's God. Whoever Ortega
Can I put my final fucking pick in before you start with your Ortega shit?
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Go on.
You just stole I'm telling you, you've been in my phone and looked at my notes this week. You literally just fucking word for. I don't know if you've noticed, I've only picked 2 underdogs this entire card. So this was obviously going to have to be my final underdog. But everything you just fucking listed was basically what I agree with. Yeah, I mean, like I've got all of that too. Yeah, I mean, he's come up.
We love MMA like that, bro. Come on, I don't just grab
yeah, I mean, nah, I'm joking. Yeah, I mean, I'm joking, but I'm going with Rozenstruik too. 1, I need a final underdog, and 2, like I think he's got the more experience in there against some higher competition. Yeah, he's been caught by some other people. Yeah, I mean, and Ngannou absolutely clipped him. He got choked out by Almeida. These are some of the big boys in there. I don't agree with George. Let's stop him getting these fight night cards. He gets the fight night cards for a reason. Yeah, I mean, like I rate Biggie Boy, and it's heavyweight MMA at the end of the day, so anything can happen.
Best.
Absolutely anything can happen. You get in there and fight in them. Yeah, I mean,
it's heavyweight, man. Anything can happen in the heavyweight division.
Yeah, well, sure, but jump.
I could beat Rozenstruik. What are you talking about?
You could, yeah.
There we go.
Well, you're struggling to beat sleep at the minute.
All I gotta do is pray to Ortega's gods. All I gotta do is pray to Ortega's gods. That's all.
Okay. Before
just steal Ola's hat. That's where his power is.
Bear with me, people. Where is it? Okay.
You're looking for your triple point multiplier. Or are you going through my hacked notes?
No. I'm just looking at what the new name for the thing is. So the triple point multiplier is going to be called Dog of the Week. We're calling it Dog of the Week from here on, so everybody knows exactly what we're talking about. Dog of the Week. We're going to be picking that. And let's start with William. William,
he's going back Corgi.
Who is your underdog of the week for your triple point multiplier?
Wait one second. Let me. I forgot his name. Fucking triple barrel ass name. I went with Bernard Sopach.
Oh,
that's a good one. That's a really good one. Interesting.
George, like, check notes.
I'm still trying to remember who I fucking picked.
Wait. So how many underdogs have you lot got each? Like you got 3, obviously, Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Dane. I mean, how many underdogs have you got? 3 out of the whole thing.
Yeah, mate. I would kept it short and sweet this week. This card was rough.
I think I got 4 or 5. I think I got 4 or 5.
Ooh.
I think I got 4 or 5.
How many you got? How many you got, George? 3. Fucking no. I'm still in the lead here.
Are you in the lead? In the lead with what?
Underdog picking.
Bro, nobody knows that. You just came in here with 2 picks to go.
I know.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear none of that.
I know.
Nobody wants to hear none of that. You know what I mean? You got more underdog picks than man. Hold on. I'm gonna pick my fucking...
Ever since the start of the season, I've picked more underdogs than every single one of you, and I've ended up on top. How the fuck?
I don't know if that's true.
Wait, mate, right? You keep saying this. Ended up on top. You're not on top, brother. You're shoulder to shoulder with me. I have been the top of this fucking table for the last 4 weeks running, and you think because you got
it's been lonely at the top of my den.
Triple point multiplier and your final fight, mate. You were 5 fucking points behind me before that fucking last 2 fights. Yeah, I mean, the last 2 fights, and you fucking bounce back. You jam it, mate. Breathe the air up here, brother, because it's clean. Because you're going back down this week.
Wow.
By
Okay,
the
I
way,
like that too.
I've picked
All
the
right,
most underdogs this
all right,
season.
Mike Dade. Remind me to put you up there next week, okay?
Yeah, man.
Today
Boy.
is
Which
Ola's
one of
turn.
you two is gonna go back to saying it's lonely at the top next week? Which one of you two?
This
I
guy.
know it's definitely
Uh,
lonely at the bottom. I
the
can tell you that
stats
shit
don't
is
lie.
not
The stats
fucking
don't
nice.
lie. Consistency is key,
What
boys.
you're feeling like Jordan for a bit?
Listen, I've
Boy.
only ever been bottom once. Don't
You only
let's not
ever
make
been
this
in
a
a
thing.
competition once.
No, we already had one competition and had to stop it so you could catch back up because you were getting sulky, if you remember correctly.
Nah.
Okay. Uh,
Nah.
my dog of the week. My dog of the week goes to Alex Perez.
Hashtag salty will.
I'm gonna be picking Alex Perez for my dog of the week.
Wow, you
just
went
think,
against Mokaev.
Yeah,
Huh?
mate.
You went against Mokaev, you
He did,
pussy.
bro. He did.
So what?
Pussy. You're a
So what?
pussy.
My
British
boss,
fighter.
my
British
boss, my
fighter.
boss.
You live in Britain. Yeah, you pay your taxes to the fucking Queen. Yeah.
The Queen.
And then you do
The
this.
Queen gone, man. What to you?
Ortega never told you how to
What
cook.
you
God
Queen for, bro? God
Huh?
rest her soul, brother. What are you talking about? Let's move on before you wake the Queen up from where she is and make her
We'll
turn
say, dig her up. I got
You know what I
something
mean?
to talk to her
You make
about.
the Queen turn in a grave. Relax.
I forgot we got a king now.
Shit.
Not for long.
That's how important they are. Nobody remembers shit.
What
you
about
say,
you, Jordan?
Not for
I
long,
don't
you know.
know.
What are you saying, Jordan? You got hit,
I
man.
don't know. Nah, I just don't think his asshole's doing too well if I read the papers correctly.
Ooh.
What you picking?
Anyway, let's get back to. All right, go on, Ola.
Jordan, and what did you pick?
Like Rad, what the fuck's his name?
No, you're not allowed to do that.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Radzabov. Like Radzabov.
You don't even know the man's name and you're picking him as your dog of the week. That's shocking.
Because he knew you were gonna pick that from how you even started the show. Yeah, I'm going with the first underdog. I was
thought you
watching
just
the
picked
fucking
somebody
show
else.
the whole time.
Oh, you
Mate.
you really picking a like Razabov. All right, okay. McDane.
Same, mate. As I think was obvious there.
You've gone with like as well. Like
You
Razabov?
actually going to sit here and ask us, are we really picking Lloyd Razbadov when you've gone for Perez over Makayev?
Bro,
Yeah, sitting wearing an Ortega hat.
Don't watch my shameless movements. Yeah, right. This is something. Look, I was born like this. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Ortega sent a
no one-
message. Ortega sent a message. Bring all his fucking his merch. Bring every single one of his merch.
Take that
You don't know how
hat
to
off.
fucking count. He said he only gives it to people that went to school and know how to count. You don't know how to count. You counted him out. So
I
bring your
counted it
stuff back.
59 times to win, bro. Yeah, the 60th time you might want to pipe up. Sit the fuck back down, man.
Listen.
Sit the fuck back down. All the time he was picking against Ortega, man. Man's been over here picking that brother. One time man pick against him, you want to go on like you fucking you fucking Saint Laurent or something.
Ola, go and watch last week's
We ain't
show.
gonna have that. But look,
Go and watch last week's show.
Look, are you hold on, because I really want to give you a
because
chance.
you destroyed Ortega. You did not count him out. You destroyed him.
Chance, you see, yeah. I really want to give you a chance without rebuttal, so you can say everything off your chest. But you keep throwing it in where I'm able to defend it, and now it's gonna have less meaning when you have your chance. You should have just waited.
Not too well, it ain't.
Clear, and you could have just had a free runway to fucking. But I don't rebut the whole thing. That don't even make no sense no more. You know, you don't even need the floor to talk about Ortega. You don't even have the right to have Ortega in your fucking mouth. Yeah, to talk about Ortega after the way you treated him the last time against Korea and Zombie.
No.
I know. I saw you. Yeah, we know what you're about, bro. You know what I mean? We're not having it today, man.
No, hang on. Not only, yeah, did you actually put me on top of the fucking group, yeah, but you made me change my underdog decider to Ortega, which made it even a better fucking sweeter thing, yeah. To see you down bottom.
For 1 week.
See you down bottom.
For 1
going back
week.
to school.
For
You need to
1
go back
week.
to school and learn how to fucking count. Go back.
Bro, it took money out of your fucking
and learn
pocket
how
and
to
put it in
count.
mine.
Considering
How
you
about
put
that?
me up top. You
He took
gave
money
me the
out of your
reason to
pocket.
be up
Remember
top.
when you counted him out? You took that £20 out of your pocket, didn't it? You know what I mean? When you counted me out, bro. Like you took money out of your pocket, man. You get me?
I
You put
like
it in my
Ola's
pocket.
argument
That's even more
that,
valuable.
like, if he doesn't
That's
stab
even more
someone in the
fucking
back
valuable.
59 times,
Yeah, man.
but does it the
Look,
60th time,
but
he's
I
still
promised
technically
you,
a true fan.
I promised you earlier on, I will let you have your shots. Take it away. The floor is yours. I will
No. Wait, who did Will pick for your underdog?
What?
He
Dog
picked
week.
that
underdog?
Swedish guy.
Yes,
The even money guy.
Sapaj.
Oh, Sapaj shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. After all of this commotion, I forgot.
I'm muting. Say your piece.
My piece is I'm on top, you're down bottom. And plus, I've been saying my piece throughout anyways. You got the message. So yeah. Ortega, Adesanya, as I was saying, this guy sticks to a fighter, yeah, and then something fucking goes left for the fucking fighter. Like, how you lot see anyone he says is his favorite, yeah, give him 2 more fights, they'll fucking lose. If you not see the pattern with Ola, yeah, this is how to win easy. Any fighter he sticks his fucking oar into, yeah, or tries to throw under the bus, ends up fucking getting on the bus and throwing him under the bus. Like
But, I
Ortega
mean,
did
they
this
both
time.
made this like noise about Rozenstruik and how great he's going to be this week. Did any of them pick him as the dog of the week? Neither.
No.
Neither had the balls to put no balls
No.
between them.
Mike Dane was even trying to
It's a
fight before
heavyweight fight.
for
Don't
picking.
drag me into this.
And
Don't
how
drag me into this.
The same
hold on,
fight
how
as me.
dare you, Jordan? How dare you? How dare you fucking pipe up where you left Chris Duncan off your fucking triple
Shut up.
double with
Shut
fucking
up. Jordan's
bro.
picked more
How dare
Scottish
you?
people.
You know what I
He's
mean?
picked more
You
Scottish
I
fighters
picked
than
every
Dreamer.
Scottish
can't
fighter.
fucking come with them ones
Every
there.
Scottish fighter I
You
picked.
left him out. You didn't. I even said to him, oh,
I
Jordan,
didn't throw him under the bus, though.
really not
At
gonna,
least I let him
you're
on the
really not
bus.
gonna
He
pick
Just
never
because he
threw
wasn't
him
sitting up
under the
front.
You're
bus,
really
though.
not gonna pick Chris
He
Duncan
didn't do
after you
a
pick him as the
monologue.
fucking.
Just because he
Nah,
wasn't sitting next to me doesn't mean I threw him off the bus, though.
Listen,
yo, you did.
You know,
did.
he
He's
didn't
still,
do
he
a
was still on the
monologue
bus.
about him, though. He didn't do a monologue about him. You did a whole monologue about fucking Ortega. And then you came back to it again to shit on him even more. And that's your favorite fighter of all time. That is your favorite. That's your guy, your pretty boy, who was actually injured before he even got to the fight. So you got a little smirk on your face, yeah, before the fight even began, thinking,
Oh, I ain't gonna lie.
That's why Ola's got the green screen up behind him. It's just a room
huh?
full of shirtless Brian
Huh?
Ortega pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as the fight began, you were like, them fuckers are fucked. Not knowing.
It's even funnier that Brian Ortega walks out, tries to warm up, and rolls his ankle before it starts.
That's what he's on about. That's what he's
That's what
talking
I'm on
about.
about. That's
You
what I'm
know
on
what I
about.
I
He was
know.
injured before the fight. Before the fight, bro. And he still beat your man. Put your man in the Ku Klux Klan.
Hey,
Yo, listen.
you done.
Will's like,
Choose
boom,
many
mic drop.
things, but
I'm
maybe
out.
not that.
See ya.
You done, or you still got
Make
more
me want to start turning my fucking
I don't know if
my
I'm done
lights
or
down.
not. Things might pop up. I don't know
Make
if I'm
myself-
done yet.
Well, I'm deciding you're done. Okay, I've had enough of
I
your
thought you said I
bullshit.
didn't have anything. Now you're deciding I'm done.
Look, I didn't want to rebut it because I wanted to give you the same chance I give to the lads at the top of the show. You know what I mean? You turned up late, and I thought, you know what? Let's finish with the picks, and you get your chance, and then you just get throwing it in to the point where I had a chance to rebut I could rebut some of the fucking conversation that you bring in. But in the end, I stuck to my promise. I'm a man on my word. You know what I mean?
Rebuttal this. What do you
had
think
your
about the
chance.
injury?
Now your chance is over. We're not talking about
No.
Ortega no more.
Rebuttal this. What do
I'm
you think
about
about
to
the
lock
injury
up the
before it
show.
went in?
A big up to everybody that's joined us tonight. Salute to all of you. Big love. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you're showing some love. We're gonna be back next week with Dust Up Shakedown, and I promise we're gonna be having. Hold on. And I promise you, we're gonna be bringing another fighter. We're gonna be bringing maybe. I have a coach in mind that I've been working on, and we might have him in as well. Based on what depends on what their timing is this week. Load shedding is a motherfucker over there. But we're working on it. You know what I mean? So big up to everybody that joined us tonight, man. Showing love. Salute to everybody. And Will, you got something to say?
What did you guys see what Khabib said about the lightweight division?
No.
What did he say?
About the matchups.
What did he
Today
say,
was-
bro? I'm about to close the show. Tell
I'm
us.
about to, but that's why I was saying don't close the show yet. You've closed it, now you're leaving me out here. You
Oh,
don't.
I ain't closing it. I'm waiting on you. We ain't closed it yet.
Khabib was saying about the matchup, saying the matchups for UFC is wrong. He feels like Holloway fighting Gagey should have not happened. Holloway should be fighting someone like Tapora instead. Gagey should be fighting Islam, and Oliveira should be fighting Ahmad to Rukian or whatever is.
Sarukian.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
But-
Go on.
Yeah, but they've made matchups in such a way that what's his face? Islam's just sat on the sidelines just watching everyone. Basically, go at it.
Islam's injured at the moment, swinging for monkey bars in Dagestan.
He said, what do you call it? Islam could fight in May. That's what Khabib said.
I think Islam said himself he's not coming back until the summer because of injury and recovery time or some other shit.
Well,
Yeah,
Khabib
May
said
kind of
Islam could
aligns
fight
with,
in May.
with Summer a little bit. May kind of aligns with it. But look, what I'm gonna say about that, you man know is Team Khabib over here, but this ain't Khabib fucking promotion.
Yeah,
This ain't
comes the
Khabib
bus.
promotion.
Yeah,
Hold on.
comes the bus.
Oh, let me say my piece. This ain't Khabib's promotion. This ain't Eagle FC. This ain't the Eagle gym like what Will thinks everybody fights out of. This is the UFC, and he don't make matches in the UFC. I love Khabib to bits, but respectfully, you ain't the matchmaker, man. You ain't in the war room with Dana and Hunter and them man there that put the matches together, man. You know what I mean? They put the matches together how they see fit for their promotion. When you put your matches together at Eagle FC, nobody be telling you nothing, Khabib, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you handle your business, let the UFC handle theirs. You get me? And yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. You know what I'm trying to say? Unless you man got you got anything to add, Jordan, now's the time. On the Khabib point.
No,
Jordan?
I'm good.
Jordan?
Said my piece.
All right. Khabib don't run the UFC. Mic drop.
I remember that. I remember that.
Next week,
Yeah.
Khabib hat on.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the